The Whiskey Throttle Show, now available on the Spot Network, an independent, standalone streaming platform, live now on Apple TV, Roku, Amazon Fire, Google Play, Android TV, most smart TVs, and all phones and tablets. Look for future live shows and specials only available on Spot Network. Download the app today on your favorite device.
In the 70s was truly the golden era of motocross, you know, with the Europeans. What it, you know, just what a feeling is when you won a moto. It was like, it was big, you know. I mean, the fans and everybody, you know, around the pits. It was, I mean, winning any moto nowadays is huge, but it just seemed like it was so big that you really want to do it again.
Yeah. Well, you were changing the tides globally. You know?
Exactly.
It was a bigger feel to it.
Oh yeah, it was incredible time, you know, and So
I was probably staying in my era too, you know, during the early '80s, and you know, to me that was a special time with the people, the spectators. You know, when I won Anaheim, the first race of the season, the seats were full at 70,250. Or now, what is it, 40 or 43,000?
Yeah, they took out a third of the seats
because of the waterfalls and stuff. So, and back when Bruce Jenner was Bruce Jenner, and he interviewed me on the floor and stuff. I mean, it was just good times, just really good times, and
those Works bikes, those Works Hondas,
they were tricked. They were tricked.
They
right?
were,
and the bikes he got to ride were good too.
Yeah, they were the bikes back then, and I think we had like people would say, an unfair advantage over the rest of the guys. And
sorry. Sorry.
They
said that about us too, you know, and it's like, you know, it's like, oh, yeah, all right, I'll take that.
That's funny.
You know, that's a.
What was the first year they went water cooled? Were they in?
No, I never rode.
Right?
I didn't ride any water cooled bikes.
I rode the first water cooler in 1980 at Carlsbad at the GP. I was a support class, 250 support class, and that's when Chuck Son, my teammate, won the international class, and I won on the water cooler, the support class, 1980 or 81, 80 or 81.
You know, I do take that back. You know, how about Hannah in '76 when on that Yamaha that had that little radiator up under the number plate? That beat Marty that year in '76. Remember when Marty was going back to Europe?
All the weight up high.
Was that the one though that he had to stop racing? I remember there were some issues, like they didn't want him to get claimed, so they were sending him. Laporte was telling us that story where he had a water-cooled bike, and then they ended up going, no, we don't want you to race that because we can't have it get claimed.
You know, that's funny about the claim thing, because they always were trying to claim our bikes, you know. And so our team manager had, I don't know how many, he had like as many checks, because one person could claim the bike, and then you come in with all these other claims. So each mechanic, everybody would put
it back.
So you got one shot in 10 or 15, you know, so they just
buy it back.
Well, you could still win. It was a draw, but I mean your chances, you know, go way down, you know. I mean, you know, because so Honda, he always had a big stack of checks that, okay, someone wants to claim our bikes, and you give a check to each mechanic. They'd all go down there and, you know, and put their claim in on the bike, and we never lost one.
I thought.
Oh, you know what? I think they did lose one. Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, they did lose one. But you know what? I mean, it's kind of stupid because you got no parts.
Yeah, what are you going to do?
No, you're going to pay all that money just to say you have it.
Yeah, but you know, there's no parts.
They're not going to sell you new parts for it.
Roy used to go. Roy said, "Man, he goes. There's not one piece that will interchange to a production bike."
Wow.
No.
Not one piece.
Never thought about that.
Yeah, not even one piece.
It was nothing close to a production.
Yeah, and it was all titanium bolts. Every nut and bolt was all titanium. I mean,
different sizes.
those bikes, they were like 40 grand back then, which is
that's like 100.
Yeah,
180 now or something.
They were, there's no.
I wonder who has that, because there was one or two bikes that were claimed.
I'm pissed. I never got one.
That's right.
Can you imagine if you have that in your garage?
Oh
right now?
man, let me
no,
tell
but
you.
everyone, I say everyone, but the Wardies or it's a lot of the former factory riders have their old bikes.
Yeah,
McGrath,
right.
I didn't.
But
get
did
one.
they do that?
I didn't even think to ask for it.
No.
They asked. When I was done, they said they want my practice bike. But my practice bike was a works bike, so I had to go take my practice bike back to Honda.
We would practice on the year before bikes.
Yeah,
and get the new bikes. We'd get our old race bikes to practice on, and then they would destroy everything else that was left over. They would smash it up. It just like, you're busting all that up, but they would destroy all those bikes back then.
Just didn't want to get out.
No,
right,
they
exactly.
didn't want no technology out, man, and so they would actually just take sledgehammers to the barrels, cases. Oh yeah,
sacrilegious.
It was just like it was just heart wrenching, especially from where I come from. Like, are you kidding me?
I remember seeing videos of Ricky at his place when he rode for Honda. At the end of the season, they had like this big party, and he dug a little pit with his dozer. They threw all the works parts in and just mowed back and forth through it with the bulldozer.
Just smashed them all up. Just smashed it all up, man. I mean, how much money over all the years of that? It was just.
Yeah.
I mean, I know it's a write-off, and a lot of people don't realize, and I didn't either, that the racing budget is off of the advertising.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, that's what someone had told me. They said no, because we're advertising.
Marketing and advertising.
Yeah, marketing and advertising. They go, this is all off of advertising. Marketing, like you said.
Sure, absolutely.
Yeah, because that's what it is.
If I know Honda has like Bailey's old 500. I think they've got a few of those works bikes down there. That's probably the only one.
There's a few of them around.
Mine are out there still.
Is that right?
Europe has
some
one,
people got their hands on them.
Or somebody here, because you go to a museum or I don't know, different functions.
Marty Smith's number
Honda
77 bike is around. I seen it all restored.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I don't even know how the guy got his hands on it, but
the stuff definitely is looser in Europe. They are still full works bikes. They're buying and building over there.
Yeah, I like I said, I love that stuff, and I keep up with it a bit.
Thanks for watching the Whiskey Throttle Show. Don't forget to like and subscribe and click the bell to get alerts for all the latest content. Follow us on Twitter at W_Throttle_Show and on TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram at Whiskey Throttle Show.